Good morning, Marco. You arrived very early today. Take a seat, please. We'll start soon. Morning, teacher. Yeah, I came earlier because I need you to help me, please. Do you remember you told me last time how I can learn English by myself? Yes, I remember. How did it go? Are you seeing any progress in your English level? Yes, teacher, I am improving my English, but I have a different problem now. I don't have anyone to help me evaluate my English level. I mean, I am learning English by myself, but I can't evaluate myself, right? What can I do? Of course, you can evaluate yourself, and I will tell you how you can do it. And for that, I need to tell you about SMART goals. Do you know what it means? It is goals that are specific, measurable, attainable, or realistic, relevant, and time bound. Specific. Make your goal specific by clearly identifying what is that you want to achieve. Measurable. Make your goals such that you can assign numbers to your progress. Attainable. Make your goal challenging, but not too challenging. Choose something that is doable for you. Relevant. Make sure that your goals align with what you care about and are interested in. And finally, time bound. Specify a time period for your goals. Try to use this formula for your own goals. It will help you a lot, believe me. And you really need to measure your progress because of some reasons. First, it's motivating. Also, it helps us choose effective methods and it focuses our attention. Having said that, one of the ways you have to evaluate yourself is to take English tests. This is one of the easiest ways to measure your progress with high quality tests. And you don't need to take an IELTS or TOEFL test just to see your progress. Even free online tests can be useful. Keep in mind that none of these tests you find online will be perfect. They tend to focus on reading and listening and ignore writing and speaking. Still, even these limited online tests can give you a good sense of your level. And try taking the test again every couple of months to see your progress. Another way to evaluate yourself is to use tools and websites with metrics. You can use apps like Duolingo, for example. This is a great way to see how far you've come. There are tons of similar kinds of apps to learn English: Anki, Memrise, Quizlet, and many more. The benefit of each of them is that they provide you with metrics that you can use to see how much you're learning. Keep a journal. Sometimes I look back at the texts I sent in English from years ago. And I am surprised at how bad my English was. I see very clearly how much better I am today at writing in English. Start keeping a journal. Journals are a great way to practice your writing skills. Practice your grammar and expand your vocabulary. Then, every once in a while, look back at your previous journal entries and see how far your writing has come. When I was learning English, I used to write letters, and I see those writings now. They were terrible. Another excellent way to evaluate yourself when you're learning English is read and reread books. What you have to do is pay attention to how difficult articles or books are for you. Maybe even make a note of the number of words you don't know and have to look up. Then, months or even years later, reread the same articles or books. Does it feel easier? How many words did you need to look up this time? If it feels way easier, that indicates you've made a lot of progress. You can try a similar strategy with English podcasts. Listen and re-listen. I do this with TED Talks in Portuguese. I am learning Portuguese. It was difficult for me. Now, when I listen again, I understand most of what the speaker is saying. Seriously. Try this yourself. Choose a podcast that you're interested in and start listening. Use it to learn English, as you normally would, but also pay attention to how difficult it is for you. At the beginning of the series compared to when you start to get to the later seasons. You might even go back and re-listen to earlier episodes. Are you understanding more of the content? Do you get more of the dialogue? If you do, it's an indicator of your improvement. Or if you are the kind of person who really wants to measure the numbers, you can count the number of times. You have to press pause and rewind. If you find that you are pressing pause fewer times, then that's a good indication that your listening is improving. So, good for you. And of course, I have to mention this. Record yourself speaking. It's really useful. I tried it and it works. Since I lived in a place where there were few opportunities to talk with native English speakers, I decided I would just talk to myself. And then I started recording it. I noticed that months and years later, when I listened to all recordings of myself, I could see the massive improvements I have made. You should try it. Recording yourself is a great way to practice speaking when you don't have a conversation partner. But it's also a great way to see your progress. Now, if you want to measure your speaking skills, other people can measure your learning progress too. Use online language learning communities. Facebook groups, apps, websites, Telegram groups. There are many ways to do it. It could be great. You can tell me more about how to improve and evaluate my speaking skills. Sure, if you guys want me to talk about that topic, please let us know in the comments. And like this video. Take care.
Listeners, I hope you like this conversation. If you cool and improve your English a little more, please subscribe to the channel and share this video with friends. And if you want to support this channel, you can join us or click on the Super Think button. Thanks.